Sure. You're gonna have a lot to say at the beginning. I already,
I mean, if you make a mechanical mistake, like that's kind of just a write off. Like
yeah,
that's the kind of
for
thing
sure.
that solo hunt works with, as well as just like, especially like
Right.
mentally, like you need to be able to recover from that. So
Yeah.
that does seem to
It's,
be something that you struggle with, but that's not really something I can really help you with in this kind of review. So it's mostly just
yeah.
a trying to understand why it
Mhm.
happened and minimize it.
Mhm.
What's your kind of like plan between spawns on this map? Because there's a lot of points where you kind of want to leave the last red or even last yellow
Mhm.
in some parts of this map.
Yeah. Well, I really like that super speed that's in the bottom left, and then the blast.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the blast in the ice pit, and I sometimes I mean I like it better if I'm coming up out of the pit as opposed to going in to get it.
Right.
Um, and there's also that one in the yellow in the sweep zone that I always that's the one I sometimes tend to forget about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I also really like that Mega Marble. I think I used it a couple times to good effect in
This one
our game. Um,
or
Wait,
this
oh
one?
yeah, there's that one. I was thinking the one on the edge, but
Yeah, because
yeah,
this one,
there's
this one is usually the easier to grab, and this one's kind of the opposite.
yeah,
And I think there is one over here as well.
right. Hmm. Okay,
But usually
yeah.
I end
See,
up
I gotta.
grabbing this two over here. I don't know why.
Maybe it's because it like after you get a blue, or if
Yeah,
you're
or like you're waiting for
on
the block
the
to
edge.
pass to get the super speed here.
Yeah.
That those are pretty common situations.
Uh
Um,
huh.
so yeah, basically this is a very like dynamic map. Like I was talking about, it's like it has multiple
Yeah.
defaults, and you kind of need to be prepared for all situations. So if you're on
Yeah.
like this part of the map, what you really want to do is like get this blast and then this super
Hmm.
speed. Whereas
Yeah.
if you're on, you know, this part of the map, you want to get this super speed and then come over and get this blast. So this
Yeah.
blast tends to be the most contested. It is the best
Yeah.
blast to grab. This one
I
is
have noticed
second
that. Hmm.
because if you're not on this half of the map, you want to grab this blast.
Hmm.
But this area is much less preferable because there's no ramp up into the middle. So you have to
Yeah.
spend blast to get it or walk around. Uh,
Yeah.
so that takes most of the 5 seconds. And then this one is least preferred because you have to commit to the ice pit or come out of the ice pit. So it's
Yeah.
more of a niche option. You can go for it, especially if one is taken before you. But
Uh
yeah,
huh.
in general, not really a great idea. And then there's the
Yeah. Like what?
places that you want to stand with these defaults. And so
Hmm.
usually it's basically the best thing to do is like either up here or up here on the middle. You can also camp the
Hmm.
very top and hope to get lucky with a blue. Any of these are fine because it
Yeah.
is easy for you to snipe this blue, this blue, this blue, and this blue, and this blue. Basically, all the blues are good for you, which is the most important thing. And then
Yeah.
also the blue below you is doable, but you want to be mindful of where you stand so that you can't kind of get it swept up from under you with a super speed.
Right.
Now, if you can't make it to these, and there's a lot of times where you can't make it to these because it's kind of like high up and the ramps aren't always there, I like to
Hmm.
stand either here or here
Uh huh.
because there's less ramps in your way from here, and you can usually land the blues. And here you're next to
Yeah.
the one blast, which means you can get the blue above you as well by jump
Hmm.
blasting. And here
Yeah.
is just a good super speed angle to pretty much everywhere, and you have the blue behind you.
Yeah. I do think a lot about that super speed on the like on the raised platform, the one that's kind of in the corner.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very good. I love to grab this super speed. It's usually best after getting two, you come around and then you position your default on this platform with this super speed. Usually that's all you have time for if you get two. Um,
Yeah.
and you go for the higher ones if you already have Ultra Blast.
Yeah.
and then you can grab that super speed on the way up, or maybe you've gone up
Mhm.
a ramp, grabbing one of the other super speeds. So those are
Right.
kind of your main options there. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much the gist of like between spawns. Now there is kind of a mini game on this map, which is using the blast like between spawns in order to screw up your opponent, because you can either blast them
Yeah.
into a blocker or blast them into the ice pit. And so your
Yeah.
positioning on these lanes relative to your opponent is very important, and that's what
Yeah.
tracking is going to be crucial for. And a lot of people don't do this very well on this
Hmm.
map, and they can get kind of abused many times before they really pick up that it's a thing that they need to worry about. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking to see, like, are you considering that in this game?
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good.
Cool. Well, let's get started then.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Do you go around or do you go through the ice?
Um, I think what I ended up doing
I don't
is
care what
going
you
through.
ended up doing. What is the
Okay.
best thing to do?
Like right now,
Yeah.
like given right now, I would probably go through the ice.
Okay, so you would grab the blast and you would come under and do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So this looks like it's a good idea, right?
Right.
But consider the possibility where you do this and your opponent does this, grabs the super speed and
Uh-huh.
blasts here.
Right.
So if they use the ultra blast instantly, that can really screw up your trajectory in the ice. Where maybe best case you come up over here and have to come back towards the spawn, and this person's already rounding the corner with super speed.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly what happened.
oh really? Because I don't
I
remember this at all.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a lot to consider, but like any spawn or any start of the game where there's like gimme power up for both players, you need to consider the upside and downside of immediately using it to disrupt,
Yeah.
or get to your place or holding for the next spawn. Because this super speed player, after they blast you, what they want to do is they want to finish the spawn because they know they will have tempo advantage over you.
Yeah.
Now you'll have the ultra blast, but super speed is going to be better in general when a next spawn is coming up. So let's see.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually happened. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not remember this start at all, but I'm glad to
Yeah.
be proven right, I guess.
Yeah.
However, I think I probably should have picked up the last red here, but I think what I ended up doing is going for the two blasts that we talked about.
Hmm.
And you got a bit lucky here. Oh,
Right.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, you understand why super speeding here is not great, right?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? What
What would have been better?
would have been better? Like, was there? I thought there might have been a way for me to super speed up and out and like rebound nicely. I don't know,
Uh,
but
you need to consider like where I am because you're trying to get both of these yellows.
yeah,
But if you tracked me better, you would know that like that's probably not happening. And so
yeah,
what you're ending up doing is you're getting 2 points.
hmm,
You're spending your power up, and you're giving yourself like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, where you're probably either going to go out of bounds and take time to respawn, or rebound into the ice pit, which is arguably even worse. Um,
yeah,
Whereas I'm coming out of the pit, and so if I see that you have screwed yourself in this manner, I can just get the last red, and then suddenly you're even more screwed.
yeah,
Which probably, yeah. I okay,
yep,
yep. So like you've made like plays that aren't like that bad, right?
hmm,
But no one else is really going to capitalize on these errors, uh,
right,
because like most people don't think about this. But
hmm,
people are kind of starting to catch on to the fact that if you leave the door open, by making
Mhm.
impulsive plays like this. Like people can exploit that. And so
Yeah.
you're a very like trigger happy player. Like you see a cool play and you want to go for it with the super
Yeah.
speed or that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I it feels wrong to encourage you to be a bit more like hesitant because like that's kind of what happened in your series with like Fabricas. You just played scared the whole time.
Yeah.
But versus a player like me, like that's going to get punished. So
Yeah. I mean, I think with it like with Barbarica, I think the one where I played the most scared was like Vortex Effects, and that was because I
yeah,
was already in deep shit. Um, I don't know, like I've looked back at that game many times, and I thought like, yeah, I don't know what. Just I think I just got really pissed off, and then started getting last reds, and that didn't exactly help.
yeah, that never helps.
Like looking back, how poorly I played in that game, I only lost by like 19. It could,
yeah.
I don't know, could have been worse. But yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. At this point, just trying to think about how you recover from this, but I think you just lose the whole spawn.
Yeah. I thought it would be best to sort of save blast rather than trying to go and chase you.
So you blasted me backwards, and I blasted you forward there. I guess.
Something like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Could I have played that better? I mean, let's see.
Probably. Well,
Uh,
okay. So the first thing I would have done if I was you is I would grab
mhm.
the super speed to your right here.
Yes, I totally forgot about that one.
Yep. Because you have no power up, and if you pick up this gem, you're in a really awkward place because
Okay.
you're going to be on this bridge. Anywhere
Yeah.
this way, you cannot do.
Yeah.
Um, so anywhere like above you, you can't do. Anywhere like here, you can't do. So
Yeah.
there's a high chance of you getting hung out to dry here. Whereas if you just sack the 2 points and get the super speed, you are well prepared. You have even a little bit of time to move up or down these lanes to get in a better spot. Um,
Hmm.
so that's what I would have done coming out. And
Okay.
then, but after the point you pick this up, if you're going to blast here, you need to try and like knock me off because this is like a
Like into the
very
pole.
narrow lane. You need to knock me into the ice pit if you're gonna blast. And so what that
Yeah.
means is you either need to stand like here and hope to blast me this way, but I think once the next spawn comes, I see it's over here. I'm gonna be like cheating this way, right? And so you're gonna actually want to
Yeah.
stand here and blast me this way.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man, that's a lot to think about. But
yeah, like no one really thinks about like what I was talking about with like blast on these lanes, like these are one tiles. Like these are really abusable if you can catch people out. Um,
yeah.
actually, I love blasting anywhere on this like middle framework of the map. So
Right. I mean, do you think I should have like waited a little bit to see where you were gonna go? Well, I mean, but then I would have given you a chance to knock me off. That's the thing. Like I was ahead. I don't know.
so here's the thing. Let's see if I can get it at a more reasonable pause point to explain this. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're here. So you're
Uh-huh.
you're in the middle of the platform. The spawn is
Right.
over here.
Hmm.
Now, I'm coming up this lane, and you attempt to
Uh-huh.
blast me backwards. And
Yeah.
so this is the least effective type of blast in the game. Because if the
Uh-huh.
person already has significant momentum into you, the
Right.
blast isn't really going to do anything. You're going to slow me down by like a tenth of a second.
Yeah.
Where you want to blast is you want to blast sideways left, sideways right, or you want to blast behind them and make them roll too far with their momentum. This type of blast,
Yeah.
you can't do this. You cannot do this kind.
Okay.
It's not effective. And any of the other threes are good options, but this one is never going to work. And so you're
Yeah.
the way you should have used this blast is either you try and come over here and blast me to the side as I roll by, or hold the blast and see if you get a better opportunity on the spawn.
Right. Yeah. If that were, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
This is kind of a gimme spawn. That was good. You got the blue with that play.
I am.
This was a good blast play because this is the last
Oh,
red here, and so
right.
you're triggering the next spawn, and I'm falling out of bounds. So this was a good play by you.
Hmm.
I mean, you
I think,
probably aren't going to expect to get a 7 point lead off of it, but the next one
yeah.
happened to be the best one for you.
I think where I like at what point I pulled the blast was I didn't put too much thought into it, but I definitely once I saw you going off, I getting the last red that was intentional.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
actually love the blast on this yellow here because
Oh yeah.
you have to come up here and put yourself in a precarious position to do it. And so it's that
Right.
type of forward momentum blast that I was talking about where you're kind of
Uh-huh.
giving them the little extra nudge they need to go off.
Right.
This type is very effective.
Oh,
And
you've done
then,
that to me so many times.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a good play. Look to do more of these for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's also dual purpose because it helps you get up to the yellow, which is another
Right.
great type of blast.
Hmm.
Oh, nice mega too. Yep, this is
Thanks.
great. Oh, no, 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 no.
Hmm.
How much time's on the clock? I can't really tell. 5 seconds. Okay.
Five. Yeah.
So I've taken the super speed over here. I've taken the
Yeah.
blast.
Uh-huh.
Are you really going to take the last red and leave yourself stranded with no power up, no blast, and no positioning?
Uh, no, but I thought about it, and I probably should not have thought about it.
Right. You almost get hit by the blocker too.
Yeah. So I do you
Yep.
think I had time to go to the other side?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You have so much of my ability to like out prep people relies on my ability to know what is possible in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Um,
My
like
my only
if
concern,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Mhm. I was gonna say my only concern is like, what if I started going to the other side? I probably like if I had to do it just on instinct, I would go through the ice pit and try to get the blast. But then you could get that red while I'm in the ice pit.
Okay, so I've taken the super speed and I've taken the blast.
See, maybe I should have taken the line that included the blast, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a risk, right? I would rather
Mhm.
take that risk than be left with nothing here.
Yeah.
Um, what you did is kind of okay,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean you should know that if I've already grabbed this super speed, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
get this one. And so this was a better super speed to go for if you're doing what you're doing. Because you also get
Right.
the better positioning.
Hmm.
And so I get that positioning and therefore I win this next spawn, which is thankfully not
Yeah.
very much.
Hmm.
Okay. I would have tried to get the super speed with those.
Hmm. My plan was to try and like get the suicide before you could
Because
blast me.
you're seeing that you're just getting out tempoed here now. Oh, this is
Yeah.
not good to pick up this last red either. You
Mm.
have a
Okay.
gyrocopter.
Yeah.
And this is not a gyrocopter map.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Congratulations on an effective gyrocopter on sweep.
thanks.
Good line with yellows. Not really much to break down there, but you've done well to close the game up.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well played there. Ooh. I usually like to stay on the platform rather than use this
Okay.
kind of ramp launch. And
I
so
see.
you would just come and hit off the ice here,
Oh.
and then you can get this yellow. Let me see if you'll turn your camera for me. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, I know what you mean.
Here, yellow, it stops you. You jump up and get these gems,
Yeah.
whatever's left, and then you're already like pacing back around to the blast default.
I wonder.
You can
I
also
wonder if
sometimes
that
get
was.
this super speed on the way in, which is even better.
Yeah, I wonder if that had anything to do with like. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have to rush things and get out of there because I'm preparing for a blast, and I should be like actually more like tracking when you don't have it and know when I can like
Yeah, you should generally have an
slow
idea
down.
of when I have blast. You can't just
Yeah.
assume I have blast because I like to blast a lot.
Right.
Okay, this is good. Good. Oh, yeah. I don't like this because it can't be done in 3 seconds.
Mm. Yeah.
Now, it does add one to the timer, which is an important thing to consider, but our power up is a super jump. If you grabbed the super speed first, I would be more on board.
Mm-hmm.
Because the super jump is only useful if the top blue spawns.
I mean, so in general, do you think I should really almost always be passing up that super jump in favor of the super speed?
I mean, if the super speed is gone, like you can grab the super jump
Right.
on the way to the other
I'm
super
assuming there's
speed.
no like blue already there.
Yeah. In general, I would basically never. I held zero weight really on grabbing the super jump or gyrocopter on this map.
Yeah.
They may
Okay.
as well not really be there. Um,
That's fair.
Now there is sometimes it's better than nothing if you're in the ice pit, but like you're so likely to be silenced by the shock absorbers in the pit anyway that it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Should have gotten the other one, I guess. I don't hate the play though. Okay, no, don't do this. You know why?
Um, because then you'll get me back and then send me into the pit.
Yeah,
Or yeah.
yeah. Um, well, you don't know that I have blast right now. Maybe you
Yeah.
do. I haven't been paying too close attention. But let's say you
Mhm.
have blast and I don't. How am I getting here?
Um, like like if you don't have any, I mean,
I,
you could
I
use like
have
a
blast, but not ultra blast. I'm gonna
then
come
you could
up
just use
here
your
and try and blast, and you're gonna blast up yourself and send me off into the ice pit.
right.
So not only do you get up here, you completely screw me over. Whereas what you do
Yeah.
now is you just blast and you use an ultra blast only for movement.
Oh, so I should just wait for you.
You should wait for me. Yeah. I know this
Okay.
is a foreign concept to you, but I do this all the time. I just sit around and I wait because it's going to
Yeah.
be more devastating to the other player if I
Yeah.
get there and I hurt them.
Right. I mean, I've done it sometimes. It's just not a habit.
Yeah,
See,
but I
yeah.
did I did have blast and I punished you.
Yeah.
Um, but if you didn't know I had blast, like it's still better to both blast at the same time than you to blast early and me to do what I just did to you.
Yeah.
Because then you're blasting me right into the ice pit. You go left onto the ice pit slash lane, and it's
Hmm.
kind of a wash, right? But in this
Right.
case, I won the spawn, even though I was
Yeah.
second, right?
Right. Hmm.
Oh, you got that blue.
Yeah, somehow.
That was illegal, man.
And that was on Ashburn too.
Okay, good. I like this. This is a case where you can blast early because you're top. You don't know how far behind I am, and you don't really have time to look.
Yeah,
So with a blue on the line, I think it's perfectly fine to just call this.
right.
Would have liked to see you get some more points from the rest of it, given there were two yellows, but that was just a mechanical
Okay.
fumble a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the same thing again? I mean,
Yeah.
that time that time was like more reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Just a little bit slower.
Yeah, it's because I wasn't thinking about it in advance.
Yep.
I honestly don't know if there's anything I could have done to really, I mean, to mitigate the effects of your blasts.
Okay, so you could have gone up this hill a lot slower. What happens
Yeah.
is once you come up here, you're in the air, and you will
Yeah.
be sent the furthest at this time.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, you're kind of screwed. So
Yeah.
best case scenario for you is you manage to stay on this lane and you can turn it around.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't really consider what was going to happen as you rounded this turn.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about sweep, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't go here. You can't go this way, in this sort of
Yeah.
manner, but you can go this way in this sort of manner and get away with it. So
Yeah.
anytime you're going clockwise, you need to consider the effect of the blocker because they come quick when you go clockwise.
Yeah.
So just something to keep in the back of your mind. Like anytime you're going clockwise, you need to really consider that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like maybe this game is different if you manage to stay on and you can contest me for that blast.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is.
It's such a close game, right? Like
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad game overall. I would say the spawns kind of slightly favored you. You had a lot that were like you got those blues
Right.
at the bottom in time, and you had some that just spawned very close to you, and you also got the best
Mhm.
blue after that great blast play that you had.
Oh
But
yeah.
you were still very competitive. So
Mhm.
that's good. I mean, I think just
Yeah.
from all the mistakes that I pointed out, or things that you could have done better when you had a
Mhm.
position of strength, like you could have easily won. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Okay, are we doing
Okay.
Pyramid 2 or a different video?
Uh, we could. I mean, I'm I'm cool either way. I'd say yeah, we can do either like hmm. We can do either Pyramid or Blast Club. I mean Blast Club I just got killed, so it's probably gonna be not much to it. But I mean, well, or maybe there will be a lot to it. I'm cool either way.
All right. So Pyramid or what else is the alternative?
Like Blast Club maybe. I don't know.
All right. Let's do Pyramid. I feel like there's a bit more going on
Okay,
with it.
sure. We can do Blast Club for next time I face Barbarica.
Yeah, I mean, really only him or me played it out of the decent
Yeah.
players this tournament. So,
Right. Hmm.
okay. Um, I'm sure you understand that the center is the best place to camp. Uh,
Yeah.
but this is also a map where it's very important to know where all the power ups are because grabbing
Uh-huh.
Ultra Blast and Super Jump in a timely manner are, I mean, it's paramount. You have to be able to do this to win.
Yeah. I mean, I was personally like, I think you might find this a little bit in my play is that I was wondering if there's any like good alternative, but I mean, there really isn't, right? You just got to
Alternative
be
to
on top.
what?
Like being on top,
No,
camping on top. Yeah.
absolutely not.
Okay.
The alternative is you get lucky.
Right. Because then you're basically playing 50-50 at that,
No, it's
at that
it's
point.
worse, right? If we
Right.
divide the map in half
Uh-huh.
at the top, let's
Yeah.
say you're here, right?
Yeah.
So if it's on this half that you're on,
Yeah.
you win. If it's on the other half, they win. But if it's at the
Nice.
top, they also win. And so it's
Okay,
more
yeah.
like 40-60 to them.
Yeah.
Honestly maybe a little bit less even because like these are like the more high value spawns. So
Yeah.
really the only great spawn for you is the triple yellow that comes here. Or
Uh-huh.
I don't know exactly where there's like 3 yellows that come, or there's this blue. Those are the only
Yeah.
two spawns that you kind of win big on if you get lucky. Everything else is going to be huge for them. And the
Uh-huh.
thing is, if it is on their side, it's more punishing for you because if it's on your side, they're like a second or two behind you, they just come down. But if it's on their side, you literally have to climb over the pyramid,
Yeah.
which takes a lot longer. And
Right.
so, like, their 60% is more devastating for you than your 40% is for them, and they're
Yeah.
more likely to have a spawn that's favorable for them. So
Yeah.
that is why you have to be at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Um. Now, what are your ways to get to the top?
Um, super jump, pretty much, and blast.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of them, so there are some that I probably um was not keeping track of as well as others. So, I mean, there's like that super jump that's
There's
in
three. There's
view.
three on each side, so
Okay.
it's mirrored. There's one here. There's one here at the
Mhm.
bottom, and there's one here at
Yeah.
these areas. So it's six
Yeah.
all around the map. There's also this, which is kind of like in the middle, in my
Yeah.
mind. So
Mhm.
four on each side. There's a lot on the map. But it's important to kind of like think about in the moment which one's the best option for you because the 5 seconds to get back up the top like goes by very quickly when you're going to have to scavenge for a super jump and then also fly through the air. Whereas
Yeah.
you really want to be here when the time hits zero. Like it's not absolutely mandatory because it also depends on where your opponent is, but you really like to.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So also like if you're down here using the super speed, you really want to either like wall hit up or ramp
Hmm.
jump up in order to get to the center, and so that also takes extra time that you need to consider.
Yeah.
Now, super jump is not the only thing that you can do. If the spawns are like in this area or this area or like this
Hmm.
area, you have the option of rolling up and hitting this diagonal face. And
Yeah.
if you do that, you can jump up. You also have the option of rolling up this ramp and jumping and coming up here. These
Yeah.
things you can both do within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Um, so if I have a super jump and I'm in a position to do one of these two things, I will do them and hold the super jump because then I don't have to scavenge for a super jump on the next spawn.
Right.
And that kind of converts into tempo for me in the future. So
Uh-huh.
that is something you should also consider. It's not just am I good for the next spawn? It's how do I like kind of set myself up that I have less work to do than my opponent in terms of the
Yeah.
mini game for the next spawn, the side quest, trying to get the stuff when you prep
Yeah.
next time. And
Right.
that's kind of like the second order thinking that I don't really see like a lot of like your type of player do. That
Yeah.
if you can like kind of integrate into your play, it'll be a lot better.
Right. Okay.
Yep. There's also megas like here, and the other one that is good is like you grab the mega like there's like over here, over here. You grab
Uh-huh.
these megas and then you pop it while jumping down to this super jump, and then you jump up. So you have mega at the center. But this, I mean, this is a like power up chaining thing that you really have to have like map knowledge to do. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of premeditate that aggression.
Hmm.
So I might do that once or twice in the game. You'll see.
Okay.
One
Yeah.
last thing that I like to do is if I'm coming up this ramp and
Uh-huh.
the timer is ticking down like 2 seconds, 1 second, I like to
Um,
just jump Ultra Blast here because
yeah,
the person that's up here will get knocked up, and then suddenly I'm the 60 and they're the 40. Whereas if I
yeah,
just like roll around and we kind of peacefully sit up here together and hold hands, like that's kind of a wash.
yeah.
So that's something that I'll do now. That's kind of like new that I added as I was prepping this map.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's get into it. What's the best way to this blue?
Uh, oh, that's tricky. Okay, so there's the super jump down there. There's the gyro, the voltage gyrocopter.
The
Um,
voltage gyrocopter.
um, yeah, I wasn't like I just kind of saw the gyrocopter and that was sort of the first thing. And I got a little bit lucky, but I guess I could have also taken that super jump down there. And then there's probably a blast somewhere that I'm forgetting about. Like, oh yeah, I know there's the blast down there near the little super jump hill.
It's on like this side through the ground, and like the super jump is like
Yeah,
here.
right. So yeah, I don't know. Haven't really thought too much
I
about it.
think if you're voltage, this gyrocopter is the best because neither of you has ultra blast. Um,
Yeah,
but you may have to do some trick, either a wall hit or an edge hit,
yeah,
to get this blue. And I mean, this is a weakness of my play. I'm not very comfortable doing those things. So
right.
I can tell you, I'm probably going to go get the super jump and be slow and hope you screw up. But let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I actually. Okay. Yeah, I guess
And then
that's
you,
one way to do it. You just did it better.
mhm. You did get the blast though, and I didn't. So it's because you knew where it was right away, I think. And
Oh, I did.
but I think the like
Did
the
I use
path
it
that I took.
immediately?
I'm not sure. I mean,
No, I
I
didn't.
don't think so. I think you use it right before I got the blue in an attempt to like send me down, but I just cleared the wall.
Yeah. No, I was probably attempting to use that to make you miss the blue, but you were just so quick with it.
Right.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
mean
of
that's
ways around
exactly
it.
the kind of spawn that I would expect you to beat me at
Hmm.
because there's no prep involved. It's a start of a match and it involves a trick that you need to execute on mechanically. So well done.
Right. I got pretty lucky. And then I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, I mean you recovered well. How did I get this blast though? That's what we need to consider. I mean,
You got the one
you
gem
don't
and the
even care what
blast.
I'm doing. Like, what are we looking at?
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at a way to get up top. Or
Wait, why are we sitting here? Like, at least like diagonal jump off to get to the top. There's no. You have a super jump sitting next to the super
that's
jump.
true. Yeah, okay. All
I
right.
mean, you get
Yeah.
bailed out for it, but this is not good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly what I talked about earlier. You win the 40-60 with the triple yellow spawn.
Hmm.
So you've gotten lucky twice in a row. Oh. Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a super jump and you're far from the center like this, like it's kind of debatable whether the mega is worth it. In order
Yeah.
for this
Okay.
mega to be worth it, you must knock me away from the yellow, and then you
Mhm.
must go around and go get the super jump over here with it.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, you're getting this. You're banking on you kill me. You knock me out of bounds somehow,
Yeah.
and then I'll be out of bounds so you can get the super jump. But because that doesn't happen, I can beat you to the super jump, which is what I do.
Yeah.
I get the reds and I go around for the super jump.
Hmm.
Oh, and I blast you off.
I had no idea where you came from.
Dang, I'm crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, yeah. This can't happen.
Hmm.
Did you just think I like took the super jump on the way down and you didn't bother going for it?
Yeah, I think I thought that you were gonna get it.
Okay. So let's pretend that I have the super jump and it's not there anymore.
Hmm.
So
Maybe I should.
I'm sure you can see at this point that even if the super jump isn't here, like you're gonna be in a lot of trouble very soon.
Yeah.
And so at this point, probably the best thing for you to do is use your Ultra Blast to stop me from getting these reds. And
Okay.
then with that, you go down here and get this super jump at the bottom, and then you can go back to the center.
Right.
Because my momentum was coming this way, and so if you just kind of
Hmm.
blasted me, I would probably fall off.
Yeah. I think the reason why I just didn't think of that is because like well, I was thinking like, okay, I blast him and then that's just like only two reds.
But it's
Um
not. It's two reds
yeah,
plus whoever wins the next spawn.
positioning.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's just these mind games that go by so quickly. It
Of
feels
course,
like
yeah.
it's
It's a very fast paced game, and you kind of have to keep it in
yeah,
the back of your mind at all times.
right.
Now, when I see people blast like over one red, it's like I only call it out if like they don't gain any tempo off of it. Um,
Uh-huh.
it's an important distinction to make because like if they fall out of bounds and you're getting better positioning, that's much better. Like it's totally a fine thing to do to blast over one red or whatever,
Yeah.
if you can capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think my plan there was to clear that wall and then catch you and blast you, but I
why not blast me there? You would blast yourself
um
up as well.
yeah, I mean,
I would
yeah.
hit the wall of the pyramid and bounce backwards right here.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I thought you were too far away at that point.
No,
So it's
it's a
like,
big radius. Also, like you can
yeah.
just blast up here. You might have knocked me like down or out since I was super jumping
Mm,
up from way there. Like pretty much anywhere during this would have been a good time to blast. There's very
yeah.
little to lose on the attempt because like if it doesn't work out, like it's a 10-point swing on this blue.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like
Why don't we
I
pop mega here?
um I just thought the super jump was better.
No, like why don't we pop mega before getting the super jump?
Mobility concerns.
What's the concern?
Like I'll be too slow for the next spawn.
Hmm. See, what I would have done is I would have instead of going up the ramp, I would have jumped mega up,
Hmm.
and then I would grab the red and the super jump, and then I would jump blast up to the center. And so I'd be sitting with Mega
Okay.
Marble active in the center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you would still have Mega Marble active right now, and
Yeah.
it'd be great for this spawn.
Hmm.
Oh, that's just unlucky.
Hmm.
Okay, this is good. You do a little twirl trying to figure out where the
Oh,
spawn is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this next spot is the Mega Marble or the Marble Camouflage.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah. See, I went after the yellow, not realizing that you're already there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where name tags are useful.
Yep. So it's an easy fix.
Why don't you jump up to the center here?
Um, wanted to. I don't know. I wanted to save the super jump, and I didn't think that it was that much of a difference. I mean, now I know. But
You
yeah.
would use the Ultra Blast, not the Super Jump.
Oh, okay. Do you think that I would be able to catch you that way, like
I mean,
from
I'm up
there?
at the top. Yeah. You see my marbles there?
Yeah.
I'm up at the
Okay.
top.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. We blast each other, and I get to the Super Jump first.
Yeah.
Now, what was your thought at this moment?
Um, get the super jump,
Okay,
but by all means.
good.
But you know,
If it was anything else,
yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
How did I get it first? Did I bounce off the ramp?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used the ramp. I'm not sure if there was any way I could have. I mean, like,
No, I got you good on the outside there.
yeah,
And also, like, the ramp over there faces, like, out to the edge of the map, whereas this one faces towards the super jump. It's just asymmetrical.
yeah,
Yeah, this is a fortunate spawn for you.
right.
2 expireds, nice. Good super jump.
There you go.
Yep. I won the 60-40,
Is there a way
so
I could have? I mean, is there a way that I could have gotten a blast before get up to the top?
let's see.
I mean, I could have sacked those two expired ones, or no? Well, I don't know. Gone
I
backwards.
grabbed it as my first thing.
Yeah. Okay.
What I think you probably should have done is remember what I was telling you about, like, you can't really blast people effectively if they're rolling into you.
Yeah.
So just track where I am. I mean, obviously you're looking at me, and basically
Uh
just
huh.
kind of like at the moment where like the gem's about to spawn, it's like make sure you have some momentum towards me.
Uh huh.
You need the super jump. Yeah, you keep getting beat to these super jumps by like very small margins.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I probably could have
you
landed.
should land on the super jump here and not a red if you don't have one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because like at least after you get the super jump, you can go red left or red right, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
you have options.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, you're letting me sit at the top. You have ultra blast.
Yeah.
Good blast.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, that was bad, but I think I got lucky. And then here comes the funny part.
Oh yeah, I go off
Blink.
into the stratosphere, and you get a great spawn, and I spawn at the edge of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even be mad about that one.
Now that I you got me because I assume because you didn't blast me at the top, I sort of automatically assumed, okay, he doesn't have one.
Well, what were you going to do if I had one?
Yeah, I not get that blue.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I guess I should have known, like, because you had all that time while I was mopping up the spawn that you would have had one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
You're not thinking about your prep nearly enough.
Hmm. Yeah.
Both blast and super jump. I stole a lot of super jumps from you. I stole a lot of blasts from you. I'm just like subconsciously faster at pathing for them because I know where they are. Um,
Hmm.
And yeah, you need to be at that level on more maps. It's just gonna take experience and these kind of like reviews.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I mean, even if you played all the solo hunt in the world on this one, which I'm sure you did because it was a pre-seed map, it's not gonna tell you like how to path for super jumps in the middle of the spawn, and it's not gonna tell you how to path for the blast because you don't really care about the blast. Um,
Right.
I mean, this is a very combat focused map, very in your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, and Three Folder made it in one day,
Oh, really?
apparently.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's not really surprising. It's just a mirror of the
Yeah,
site.
he's just like, I was bored, so that's literally what he said about this map.
Fair enough.
But okay, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, then the question is like, how do I practice that? Should I just sort of spend some time alone on it and like just
No,
think about where, or try to memorize where they are, or
no. I mean, the way you get better at a map like this is you find someone who's good at it and 1v1 them.
okay, yeah,
And instead of just like drilling, like sit down and look at why you won or lost. Look at what plays were effective from an aggression point of
mhm,
view.
right,
And kind of break that down because I mean that's really what I did is I just kept playing games on this map and I looked at what was most effective and sometimes like
yeah,
some things aren't going to be effective because you like the next spawn isn't favorable for you but like you can't like let that skew things. You need to look at like on average what was good and what wasn't. And that's kind of how I got
yeah,
this play where you jump up and blast at the same time as the timer's ticking down. It's how I got like my. I mean, you kind of just get a feel for it. Like, there's only so many spawns in this map. It's like a very common
right,
spawn is you get this yellow, and it has the four
mhm,
reds on the side, and you're coming down
yeah,
from the center because everyone's in the center. And so
mhm,
the best play is you land on the yellow, you jump to the super jump, you hit off the wall so that you spend less time in the air. You go down to this red, you get the blast, you come back around, you get this red, you get this red, you super jump back up, you have ultra blast, you're in the center for the next spawn. Like I
yeah,
can tell you this, I can tell you this without the spawn like appearing here because like I have done this so many times. There's only so many spawns on this map, um,
yeah,
and you just need to be at that level if you want to be able to
okay,
compete on a map like this.
for sure,
It's all deterministic, right? In a point where you
mhm,
kind of have this default, this one default on the map. It's that kind of map, and so you need to
mhm,
be able to do this. I mean, the same thing applies to concentric. Same thing applies to epicenter. Any map with
yeah,
one default, you need to know your play on the spawn, and you need to know your opportunities to make an aggressive play.
yeah,
That's kind of what you need to be able to do, and you're not going to get any of that from solo hunt. So I would not. I
yeah.
mean, maybe like 5% of the time you spend on pyramid should be solo hunt,
I
and
mean, I wasn't necessarily thinking solo as in like, going after high scores, but like just walking around the map and like memorizing power-ups and all, and also like imagining that there's someone else there. I mean, maybe that's a little
no,
stupid, but
yeah,
yeah.
I don't think it's a good use of your time, right? And I know
Yeah.
everyone only has so much time and motivation, so
Mhm.
I would rather you spend it on the most effective practice than
For sure, for sure.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good to know. Like,
Now, something you could do is on these one default maps, something you can do by yourself is just sit in
mhm.
the default, restart the map, whatever spawn you get, go from the default to the spawn and see what the most effective way to clear it is.
Yeah.
Considering your prep for the next spawn. Like do what I just did here. You're coming from the center
Mhm.
default. What's the most effective way to, you know, get your blast, your power up, your positioning for the next spawn while getting the majority of the spawn in time?
Yeah. Hmm.
So that is something you can consider doing. Um,
Hmm.
Even something like ramps revamped, like that's a good exercise on because you have the center blast
Yeah.
default. There's all sorts of different spawns around the map. What's the best way to do them? Still get a super
Right.
speed. Still get
Hmm.
and position yourself to pick up the blast next time.
Yeah.
That's a decent exercise that you can do, but you're not going to be able to practice like using the blasts or
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So
Yeah. I was wondering about it mostly for like power-up memory because I feel like I've been playing. I mean, maybe it's just that you've been doing more. I mean, obviously, like you put in like 4,000 something games on across the pool. Uh, but also like I've been playing these maps for, like, 10 years. Even not in like concentrated groups of time, I guess, which could be a big difference, but like it's easy, and like even in those lasts, like we played a lot of pyramid games, I think, leading up to, the finals, and I still was like sort of forgetting. So I don't know if maybe, yeah, I part of it is I feel like I just need to make more games, but also sometimes like with like all the fast pace and everything, I wonder if it's like too hard to think about, think like, implementing these things all at once, and I should focus on like just sort of one strategic improvement at a time. I don't know.
That might work better for you, but
Mhm.
that is not what I did.
I see.
I got a little bit better at everything a little bit at a time.
Uh-huh.
Um, I mean,
You just play,
it might
yeah.
be better. It might be better for some people. It might have been better for me to just say, okay, this game I'm going to focus on having effective blasts.
Hmm.
But that wasn't really ever something that I did.
Hmm.
Um, it was more just play the game out and look for opportunities for improvement in the review and look at the
Yeah.
trends over multiple games, see where I'm strong, where I'm weak.
Right.
And over thousands of games, that's going to get you there. Now, maybe if you want to play less, then that might be something that you can do. Um,
Hmm.
but in general, I feel like if you put in the work and actually like think about the why, like why things
Uh-huh.
happen, why you won, I think
Yeah.
that will generally be enough to bring you success.
Yeah. And I do have, 9 months or 8 months or whatever. So, and then also winter warm up is going to be fun. Uh, I mean, yeah, like, because I mean, like the trends that I have observed a lot is like there'll be one game where I blast really well, and then like 5 games where I don't, and then like one game where I camp really well, and then another game where I start getting the last red. So it's that sort of, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to like be more consistent, especially because like I also have the task of like unlearning the way, a lot of bad habits.
Yeah, I never had to do that, which is a big
Yeah.
advantage for me.
Right. Right.
There were no habits to unlearn.
Yeah. But definitely, yeah, reviewing and playing is, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you find it helpful.
For sure.
I'm sure like you will play better on this map next time. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
speed because it's a very like difficult map with a lot of things going on, but like you were missing some very key things about this map,
Yeah.
that you really like need to have drilled down in order to compete at a high level.
Yeah.
So like
I just
this,
have to I just have to hope that like after I play a really good game on it once, and then I like play a bunch of other maps and sort of forget about Pyramid, I hope I don't come back to it and like
yeah,
forget a bunch of
no,
stuff,
it's a risk for sure. Like if that's the kind of person you are, where like that's a potential like flaw, then yeah, you need to
But I
think
think
about ways
like,
to come around that.
and especially like if I'm prepping for a match, and I have, it will definitely, I mean, obviously, people can pick unexpected things, but if I have like specific defense and specific prep, and I can just really lock in on that for a week, then I think that'll be good. And I wasn't doing that in the last couple weeks because, I didn't have anything to play for. Didn't have any matches.
Yeah, for sure. I get
Yeah.
that. I
So,
mean, having focused practice is a lot easier. Like the best like prep weeks of practice I had was like against Frost because I knew he was going to pick architecture and prophetic. So
right. Yeah.
you could just entirely focus on drilling those, and
Yeah.
yeah, I was able to be good enough that like all that time that I put in could only go to
Yeah.
2 maps. plus whatever
And
I
you
was
had
gonna do.
the yeah, and then you had the whole Mazik list, which was quite a bit longer than the Frost list, but still like I
Yeah, but it was
remember
like
like
twice as big, and so like my practice was like
yeah,
50% as effective. It was still
right.
effective, but like if you have no idea what you or your opponent are picking, like it's a lot harder, like exponentially harder to try and prep and be
Yeah.
ready.
Man, and I really should have seen those tiny ass maps coming from Babarika. Like I did
Yep.
some Scadium, but you know, I think he knew better, which was good on him because Scadium's, you
Don't
know,
pick a big map against the big fast guy.
right. Yeah, I mean it's interesting to see like how this generation like since he's, you know, he's a kid and when I was 14, I was playing like completely differently. I was, you know, and same with Zeef and Nakas, like, you know, we were all in the era of like being good at speedrunning and multiplayer. And so like that it was all about like speed and skill shots and stuff like that. And
I
there
mean,
was
in my
so many
opinion, you played an entirely different game. Like
yeah.
not like you played
No, yeah.
differently. Like the game you played was different because there was no comp
Oh yeah,
modes.
absolutely. And like
There's so
people
much about multiplayer that arises as a consequence of comp mode, and I don't know if
yeah.
people like fully grasp like how different this game would be, even if the comp mode was not 5 seconds per gem, it was 3 seconds per gem. The game would be entirely different in terms of what you can
Well, I
get
think
away with.
people eventually discovered that like, you know, without it you can just sit on the last red
Yeah,
forever and then
exactly.
that's the
I mean,
game.
it's terrible. I would
And
much rather have
people
comp mode.
yeah, people never did that because like sort of in the early days people weren't as like try hard competitive, I guess. And
Hmm.
so
And then it was
they were like
unsportsmanlike.
yeah, I was just like, oh, don't do that. You know, like, if, you know, Matan in all of the like videos where he plays 1v1s, he's always like, I hate camping, you know. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
All right, we will do more
Hmm.
next time.
For sure.